Now, for right now, think or assume that you have the hardware that you need under the piano. So I'm going to touch the songs button and I'm going to select Yamaha Disklavier, okay? And if for some reason that didn't show up, you could touch the songs button, touch the three dots up at the top, select your piano, and then touch whatever you have, Yamaha Disklavier or piano disc or piano chord, okay? And then I'm gonna touch show all Disklavier songs up at the top. And then I'm gonna touch signature Pianostream to load this, okay? And the way this works is I need to be connected to two devices. I have a Bluetooth audio receiver under the piano, and I have a Bluetooth MIDI receiver. I'm already connected to my WIDI master. Remember that thing? I'm already connected to that, and that will allow me to control the volume of the piano. But I need to be connected, I need to be able to send the audio to the piano as well. Audio and a signal for the keys, but I won't bore you with those details. So I'm going to touch this AirPlay icon, and you'll see those are my options, and that's not what I'm looking for. So I have a little device, which is called a KAIY C36 Bluetooth receiver, and I'm going to touch settings, and then I'm going to hit Bluetooth. Where's Bluetooth? Oh, it's right here, sorry. I'm going to hit Bluetooth, and then I'm going to connect to this device, once again, that comes up as C36.
Connected.
Did you hear it say connected? So now I'm connected to that thing. Now I go back to Pianostream, and you'll notice that I have an AirPlay icon, which is blue, which is connected to that C36 or KAIY, and I have my MIDI connection, which is connected to that WIDI master. Okay, and now I can go through and find, let's just listen to Barry Manilow for a second, and let's turn up this volume. And here's the audio or the piano volume. And here is the, and you know what? I have to make this short and sweet because if I don't, then YouTube will pick it up and shut it down. So, but what's nice about this version of the app, and it's working perfectly, by the way, is that you can go through these songs and see where it says recall volume levels. Go ahead and turn that on. And then as you go through these songs, you can set these wherever you want, as in the audio and the piano. And now notice when I go back through these songs, then the volume controls bounce to where I left them. So let's go to another song. Let's say that one's right there, that's right there. And let's go right here, and let's go right here. And then you get the idea. Then when those songs come up again, they simply go to where I left them. And I really wanted to let you hear this to see how beautiful it is. But once again, YouTube will shut it down, because they'll think that there is a copyright issue. But we don't have any copyright issues because we are fully licensed to stream all of this music. In fact, our app is considered as a digital radio station. So, okay, so all of this is done. This is ready to go. And we could switch right back over to this again and just listen to whatever we want, which is pretty cool to be able to switch between the digital and the analog seamlessly. All the leaves are brown. Okay, and I better stop that too because they'll catch on to that and think that we're doing something wrong, which we're not. Okay, so that's once again the piano only interface and the Piano Plus audio interface, and that's good for now. Now, like I said, I guess I should turn on the light here because I was going to use the flashlight on my phone, but let's just get under here really fast. And I know all of you have seen this 100 times by now, probably, but you've got this, that's the device that I was talking about. If you hit the question mark on the top right-hand page of the app, then you'll see this device, which once again is called a KAIY. It's $20 on Amazon. I really like it. And I recommend that you buy this extra RCA cable, which will also, you'll see that on Amazon. So you just take the output of this and you plug it in to where it says Omni Sync up here. Okay, and there's white and there's red, and you just plug this cable into those two little jacks. And then here is your WIDI master. The fat end plugs into where it says MIDI out. See that? Just remember that. Fat end goes to MIDI out. Make sure when you plug this thing in that you push this cable all the way. I've seen it where people don't push that in all the way. And then another trick is if you cannot get this thing to show up, when you push the Bluetooth button on the app, there is a button directly, see where it says W right there? On the case itself, if I put my finger right there, I can actually, it's in set, but you can actually feel a reset button, which I could push right now, which would then make this thing show up on your device if it's not showing up for some reason. And then while I'm under here, I use this Bros Trend thing that I've talked about 1,000 times. It's the best Wi-Fi extender that I've seen. And you just connect it to your Wi-Fi. It's really easy to do. And then, of course, run this Ethernet cable over to here. And then you can control the piano with the Enspire app. And it's just really nice. And then I always put a little power strip on here and then plug in all this stuff. And there's an option here, though. You can use this, I call it a hockey puck. It's called a Wii Mini. And you could also use this instead of this KAIY, this Kai C36. And in fact, maybe we should just see how it works really fast. And then I kind of recommend this one in the first place, but at the same time, I'm conflicted because I like having two Bluetooth devices, so I don't have to mess around, especially in my case, since I'm in people's houses every day. So that way I don't have to mess around with their Wi-Fi. So this thing's brand new. This is brand new right out of the box. So let's go ahead and see if we can just set this up. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe I should make another video doing that. But so I guess this will do for now, okay? And okay, we'll talk to all of you later. Thank you. And yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Okay, we'll see ya.